On 3rd August 2023, the National Medical Commission notified a new code of conduct for doctors practicing modern medicine in India. The National Medical Commission Registered Medical Practitioner Professional Conduct Regulations 2023. These new regulations replace the earlier 2002 regulations. Many important changes have been brought about and certain salutary provisions have been introduced. But as far as maintaining medical records of OPD patients is concerned, the new regulations have maintained status quo ante. That is, there is no change. Incidentally, the draft regulations that were circulated earlier had different provisions, which could be the reason why a section of the press is wrongly reporting that every doctor is now bound to maintain medical records. Regulation 13A deals with the responsibility of RMP regarding the medical records. It lays down every self-employed RMP shall maintain medical records of patients, inpatients for 3 years from the date of the last contact with the patient for treatment in a standard pro forma laid down by the NMC Guidelines L2. The insertion of the word inpatient in this provision leads to only one conclusion, that this provision is applicable only for IPD patients, the inpatients, and not otherwise. There is no other provision in these regulations that deals with the medical records of patients, more specifically the OPD patients. Hence, it can be safely presumed that it is not legally mandatory to maintain medical records of the OPD patients in hospitals and or patients who are consulting doctors in clinics. In the case of the hospitalized, the IPD patients, the responsibility to maintain medical records was stipulated earlier in the 2002 regulations and remains unchanged in the current regulations also. Medical records have to be maintained and preserved for 3 years. The period to provide medical records to the patients or their relatives, however, has now been increased to 5 working days from the 3-day period stipulated earlier. There is one more aspect. Guideline 2 of these regulations has also provided a template for writing prescriptions. What needs to be recorded in a prescription has been clearly notified. The format is simple. Although following this template is not mandatory as of now, but it is advisable to follow it while writing prescriptions. It will ensure continuity in care, patient safety, and also legal safety for doctors. Thank you.